So very comprehensive for Ireland. 8 tries to 1, 4 tries in each half. Kind of a mixed afternoon, Matt. In parts, some great Irish play, then also kind of like a messiness and forward passes, and put some sense on it first.
I think you've got to come out of that with a very positive attitude to the outcome of the game. When you make that many changes, a coach makes that many changes, it can disrupt the side. And I think we saw a little bit of that. We saw some excellent individual performance. Look, Caelan Doris was absolutely outstanding, as was Robbie Henshaw. I think a superb game from both of those players. Bundyaki backed it up. And of course, we saw so many young guys come out and get capped, or their second cap, and take their opportunities. Craig Casey, I thought, really had a positive game, was very, very good for him. We saw some really great play from Ireland. Some of the lead up to the tries was absolutely first rate. And then we saw 3 forward passes on the last pass. 3 times, you couldn't believe it. But, you know, positive things. I think young Prendergast started badly, made some mistakes, got a sin bin, but he came back really well, was controlled, short kicking game was good, passed well. There's lots of pluses to be had in that performance. Not perfect, but look, against the Fiji side too, that really were the masters of their own defeat. You can't play any international game with the lack of discipline they had and the penalties they gave away. And in that scrappiness, Ireland still found a way to be accurate, especially off their set piece. 4 set piece tries, which Andy Farrell and his staff will be very happy with.
Yeah, 2 21-year-olds there looking up at the big screen. Look at us.
Yeah, they'll both learn a lot from that today. Given lots of opportunities by this Fijian team, but they both come away hopefully focusing on the positives. Gus McCarthy coming away with a try, he'll be delighted with himself.
Well, he has a lot of positives too.
He certainly does.
It was very good. I mean, we won't get too into it here, but I mean, Gus McCarthy's what, 3rd choice at Leinster, and big queue ahead of him at Ireland, but very good today.
Definitely, and I think he's put his hand up for selection next week. I personally think they'll go back to Herring. I think there was enough mistakes there that will keep him out of the 23 for next week.
Do you know what? We'll or we go to Bundy, or we keep talking. We'll get to Bundy in just a second. Andrew, give us your overall thoughts. It's funny when the 2 boys are going through who could have got man of the match there. So Henshaw, again, immaculate. He was very good last week as well. They mentioned Casey. Doris, I mean, is just back to his absolute best, and that's a very high level. So you go through all the good performers. That points to a good day.
Yeah, and Bundy had a good performance. I thought there were a couple of incredible performances. I'm such a Henshaw fan. I just think he's low key. He just does basics incredibly well, consistently. He rarely makes mistakes. Physically, with ball in hand, skill set, footwork, everything he does, everything so well. And Doris is very similar. And Doris probably dropped off a little bit. Started the season really well with Leinster. Dropped off a little bit. Probably haven't seen as much of him. Argentina, New Zealand, that's the best version of Doris there, so it's great to see.
Yeah, he's kind of immaculate, Henshaw, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just got class about him and time. And the thing with Robbie, he's not a giant of a human being, but he reminds me of Brian O'Driscoll in many ways. They're so strong through the hips, so when they come to contact, they tend to just to keep going. You know, they've got that almost the NFL running back type physique where they just got this balance in that pinballing through the defence, and he's offloading, he's passing it, and he just kept backing up, as in repeating what he was doing well. Oh, that was a really classy display from him. But it's also he and Bundy. They've played together so much. They react together so well.